He wasn't supposed to survive Hiroshima. No one was. In 1945, the city disappeared in a single flash. Buildings flattened, heat that erased direction, distance, certainty. And in the middle of it, one man walked out alive, burned, disoriented, barely able to process what he had just seen. His name was Tsutomu Yamaguchi, and for most people, that alone would be the entire story. Survive the impossible once, and disappear into it. But that's not what happened, because 3 days later he went home, to Nagasaki. At first it feels like recovery, like escape, like distance from catastrophe. But distance doesn't always mean safety. Nagasaki was still intact when he arrived. People were still living normal seconds, still unaware that history was about to repeat itself. And then, the sky changed again. The second explosion wasn't just destruction, it was recognition, the same type of weapon, the same war, a different city, and the same man standing inside it. Again, not in memory, not in story, in real time. At this point, the question stops being historical. It stops being military. It stops being about war at all, because statistically this should not converge. One survival event is already rare. Two identical catastrophic survival points, inside the same human life, begins to break interpretation. And yet, he survived again, not untouched, not unaffected, but alive. Which introduces something uncomfortable. If survival repeats in patterns that make no logical sense, then what are we actually measuring? Luck, chance, or something we simply don't have language for? Decades later, he lived quietly. No spectacle, no mythology, just a man who experienced 2 points in history that most of the world only studies. And here is where the story turns. Because the real anomaly is not just that he survived twice. It's that life continued after both events. Meals, conversations, ordinary days, after both ends of the world. And maybe that's the part that doesn't fit into logic. Not the explosions, not the timing, but the continuation. Because when a human being survives something that should erase them, and then survives it again, the question stops being, how did he survive? And becomes, what does survival even mean when reality repeats itself around one person? That is where the story leaves us, not with an answer, but with something harder to resolve, a pattern that should not exist, but did. So, the question is, how many impossible near-death events can happen to one person who finally lived to the age of 93? Before it feels like something else, drop your thoughts, and if true stories that bend logic, reality that doesn't behave the way it should, is your kind of thing, then this channel is for you.